Let us learn the another concept, scalar product or dot product. So the next concept is scalar product or dot product of two vectors. So you have two vectors. So then with these two vectors you have to find the scalar product, or scalar product is also commonly known as dot product. So the dot product of two vectors is defined as the product of the magnitude of the first vector and the component of second vector in the direction of first vector. What? So dot product of two vectors is defined as the product of magnitude of the first vector and the component of second vector, and this component of second vector should be in the direction of first vector. So you have two vector 1 and vector 2. So dot product is nothing but it is just a normal product of the magnitude of first vector and component of second vector in the direction of first vector. So now for that let us have the vector A and B. So you have vector A which has started from the origin, and you have vector B. So this is again has started from the origin. And if you draw the perpendicular line from the head of the B vector, then this line intersects the vector A. And there is an angle theta between vector A and vector B. So now let's suppose this distance from here to here is x. Then what is the value of x? How do we find the value of x? So x will be what? So if you take cos theta will be x by b, and x will be what? B cos theta. So I'll write the same thing here. Consider two vectors A and B with angle theta between them. Now, so I need what is x. So from the triangle OBC, cos theta will be what? OC by, so let this be OD. And now cos theta will be what? OC is x, OD is vector B. So x is equals to B cos theta. So this is, so x here is B cos theta. So we found the x. So what our definition says, it is just the product of magnitude of first vector and the component of second vector in the direction of first vector. So we found the component of second vector in the direction of first vector. So the component of B is what? B cos theta in the direction of vector A. So now it is represented as A dot B and is read as vector A dot B. So let me write what is A dot B. So we have found the component of B along the vector A. So A dot B vector is equals to AB cos theta. So this is the scalar product or the dot product. So what we have done, we have taken two vectors, vector A and vector B, and later by drawing the perpendicular line from the point D, we found what is the component of vector B along the vector A. So we got component of B along the direction of vector A as B cos theta. So with that, if we write A dot B, then it is A B cos theta. So this is what? Magnitude of A multiplied by component of B in the direction of A. So this is A dot B. So A here denotes the magnitude of A. B cos theta is the component of B in the direction of A. So here from 0, from point origin to C, it is the component of B along the direction of vector A. So this distance is B cos theta and the product of A and B vector is AB cos theta. So this is known as the scalar product or the dot product of two vectors. So now next is properties of scalar product. So you have two vectors, vector A and vector B, and now you have taken the scalar product A dot B is equals to AB cos theta. So here A denotes the magnitude of vector A and B cos theta denotes the component of B along the direction of A. Now let us see what are the properties of this scalar product. So the first property is dot product is commutative. So what he is telling that dot product is commutative. So by definition, if there are two vectors A and B, then dot product of AB will be what? A dot B is equals to AB cos theta and B dot A will be what? BA cos theta. So BA cos theta can also be written as what? AB cos theta. So therefore A dot B is equals to B dot A. So this is the commutative of two vectors. So the dot product holds the commutative law. So since A and B are vectors, so you have to write the arrow mark on top of the vectors. Never forget to write the arrow mark on top of the vector. So here AB are the magnitude, so you need not to write the arrow mark on top of AB. So these two here are the vectors, so hence you have to write the arrow mark on top of the head. So A dot B is equals to B dot A. So the dot product holds the commutative law. Next property is dot product is distributive over the addition of vectors. So you have what? You have dot product is distributed over the addition of vectors. So that is, if you take A dot B plus C, then you get A dot B plus A dot C. So this is the distributive law. Dot product. So the third property is what? It is dot product of two parallel vectors. So you have two vectors which are parallel to each other. Then angle between two parallel vectors is what? It is 0. Angle between two parallel vectors is 0. So that means theta is equals to 0. So now A dot B is what? AB cos theta. So that means AB cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. That means AB. So A dot B. So this means the dot product of two parallel vectors is equal to the product of magnitude of two vectors. Dot So this is the dot product of two parallel vectors. Now dot product of two equal vectors. So the fourth point here is dot product of two equal vectors. So the angle between two equal vectors will be what? It will be again theta is equals to 0. So dot product of two equal vectors can be written as what? So A dot A is equals to AA cos theta. So A is cos 0. Now cos 0 is 1. What remains is A. So A dot A vector is equals to the product of magnitude of the vector A, and this can also be written as A square. So now if you see the dot product of two unit vectors, so you have x, y and z axis. The unit vector along the x axis is I cap, and along y-axis is j cap, and along z-axis is k cap. So you have unit vectors. So if you take I cap dot I cap, then what you will get? So the magnitude of unit vector is 1, which is multiplied by 1 cos. So the angle between two eyes will be 0 degree. So cos 0. So that means it is 1 multiplied by 1, which is equals to 1. So I dot I is equals to 1. So what is I here? I is the unit vector along the x axis. Now if you take the unit vector along the y axis, so that is j. So now if I take j dot j, then it will be what? 1 multiplied by 1 cos 0. So it is 1 multiplied by 1 and it is 1. So j dot j is again 1. So now let us take what is k dot k. It is again 1 multiplied by 1 cos 0, 1 into 1, which is 1. So if you take two unit vectors, so I cap and I cap along the x-axis, then their dot product will be equals to 1. So if you take j dot j, then their dot product is again 1, and if you take k dot k, then the dot product is again 1. So that means I dot I is equals to j dot j is equals to k dot k is equals to 1. So these are unit vectors. So you have to put a cap. So this is the dot product of two equal vectors. Now let us move to the fifth properties of the scalar product, that is dot product of perpendicular vectors. So you have two vectors which are perpendicular to each other. So in that case the angle theta between them will be 90 degree. Since two vectors A and B are perpendicular to each other, the angle between them is 90 degree. So A dot B can be written as AB cos theta. So in this case the theta is 90 degree. So if you substitute AB cos 90 degree, so cos 90 degree value is 0. So 0 multiplied by AB is again 0. So A dot B for two perpendicular vectors is 0. That means the dot product of two perpendicular vectors is 0. So the dot product of AB is 0 if A and B are perpendicular to each other. So now again let us take the example of unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So these unit vectors I cap, j cap and k cap are perpendicular to each other. So these three I, j, k are mutually perpendicular to each other. So in that case if we take the dot product, so that is I dot j. So now here I am taking I dot j, I am not taking I dot I. So if it is said that two vectors are equal, then you have to take I dot I. Now the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, so I am taking I dot j. So I dot j. So the angle between I and j is 90 degrees. So that means magnitude of I is 1, magnitude of j is 1 multiplied by cos 90 degree. Cos 90 is 0. So the answer is 0. Now if you take j dot k, again the magnitude of j is 1, magnitude of k is 1 and angle between j and k is again 90 degree. So answer is 0. And the magnitude, so let us take k dot I. So the magnitude of k is 1, magnitude of I is 1 and the angle between k and I is 90 degree. So you can write it as 0. So overall you have I dot j is equals to j dot k, which is equals to k dot I is 0. So when two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then the dot product of these two vectors will give the value as 0. So understand that we have taken three unit vectors that is I cap, j cap and k cap, so which are along x-axis and y-axis and z-axis respectively. So these three unit vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. So now if you take the dot product of any two unit vectors, then the value of this dot product will be 0. So this is the answer that we got. Next point is dot product of two anti-parallel vectors. So you have two anti-parallel vectors. So if two vectors are anti-parallel, then the theta between them will be what? So let's suppose this is A and this is B. The angle between them is what? 180 degree. So theta between A and B is 180 degree. So that means A dot B can be written as AB cos theta. That gives AB cos 180 degree. That is, so cos 180 is, cos of 180 degree is minus 1. So you get AB minus 1, that is minus AB. So A dot B for two anti-parallel vectors is equals to minus AB. So for two anti-parallel vectors, the dot product will be equals to the product of magnitude of two vectors but in opposite direction. This is the dot product of two anti-parallel vectors. So next is property number 7. So you have dot product of two vectors in terms of their components. You have what? You have dot product of two vectors in terms of their components. So I have already discussed how to write the components of a given vector in space or in plane. Let us consider this vector A is in space. Then components of A can be written as AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap. And if there is another vector, vector B, then component of vector B also can be written as Bx I cap, By j cap plus Bz k cap. So you have two vectors, vector A and vector B. So components of these two vectors are written as Ax I cap, Ay j cap, Az k cap. So Ax I cap means the component of A along the x-axis. So Bz k cap means component of B along z-axis. So you have two vectors which are in space, then their components can be written as Ax I cap, Ay j cap, Az k cap, and for B, Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. So now if you take the dot product of two vectors, vector A and B, then what you can write? Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap multiplied by Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. So you have two vectors which are having the components in space. Now if you simplify this, you can write Ax dot or Ax Bx is equals to I dot I plus Ax By is what? I dot j plus ax bz is I dot k, and you have ay bx, that is j dot I plus ay by. So this is what? J dot j plus ay bz is j dot k plus you have az bx k dot I plus az by, that is k dot j plus az bz, that is k dot k. So from the property number 4 and 5, we know that I dot I is equals to j dot j is equals to k dot k is equals to 1, whereas I dot j dot k dot I is equals to 0. So wherever there are different unit vectors, then that is equals to 0. So this term is 0, this term is 0, this term is 0. So this term is not 0, this term is 0. So this term is 0, this term is 0. So what left is ax bx I dot I plus ay by j dot j plus az bz k dot k. So now we know the value of I dot I, j dot j, k dot k. So this can be written as ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. So a dot b is what? Ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. So in this property, what we have done, we have taken two vectors and we have written the component of these two vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now after this, so we have simply taken a dot b. So a dot b can be written as what? ab cos theta. Since here we have written the components, we need not to take cos theta. So this term needs to be multiplied by this term. So what we got? Ax bx I cap plus ax by I dot j plus ax bz I dot k, ay bx I dot j, ay by j dot j, ay bz j dot k, az bx k dot I, az by k dot j, az bz k dot k. So in this we know from the property 4 and 5, I dot I is equals to j dot j is equals to k dot k is equals to 1, whereas I dot j dot k dot I is equals to 0. So by using these two properties, if we substitute here, then so many terms gets 0 value, and what will be left is I dot I, j dot j and k dot k. So at the end we can write ax bx I dot I cap plus ay by j dot j plus az bz multiplied by k dot k. So this is 1, this is again 1, this is again 1. So from this equation we get ax bx plus ay by plus az bz is equals to vector A multiplied by, not multiplication, so this is the dot product. So vector A which is taken with the dot product of vector B. So A dot B is equals to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. So this is the dot product of two vectors in terms of their components.